what's good, So like, I just wanted to drop a quick video for you guys, okay, about how you can tune into your infinite intelligence, right? Because a lot of you, right, you think that maybe you have to go to a certain school or acquire some knowledge, right? But I promise you, you don't have to do none of that because within our DNA structure, right, is how we vibrate, within our DNA structure is how we vibrate. What you're gonna find is how we vibrate, right? Just like anything else, like water, like a snowflake, like anything else, right? That you can think about that has come into formation, right? Because of this infinite intelligence. And the things like that are basically good things, good things. The things that only good can come out of, even if that thing initially it becomes evil, right? But at a certain point, it has to give out the good, it has to give out the good qualities. So now, on this video, right, I want to teach you how to tune in properly to infinite intelligence, and in a matter of like, probably I'll just give you maybe 3 hours, right? 3 hours is enough. So this is what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna leave everything that you're doing, right? Maybe say, for example, if you are working on a project, right? For the next 3 hours, right? You give it a break, or even 3 months, 3 weeks. It depends how much you've been struggling with it, So now you're gonna give it a chance, right? And leave it to God, basically, Leave it wherever that you've decided to stop, right? Don't try to come up with more ideas, or don't try to even jot anything down, Just leave it alone, and then focus on this, right? Focus on making sure that you feel good, making sure that you feel the highest high of feeling good, that is natural. If you can get yourself to naturally feel good, right, to very, very high vibrations, right, to the point that you feel like nothing is impossible, right, and you get familiar with that vibration, right, because a lot of you is gonna come out of that. Look at this shit. You see? A lot of you is gonna come out of that dwelling in high vibration, So once you get to the point whereby you have now familiarized yourself with high vibrations, right? Remember, you have your tasks, right? You have your tasks; they are ready. But now you can't. The problem is you can't move forward with them, right? So here's the key: you've left them and you've been focusing on what? On becoming happy, basically, But it's just, when I say becoming happy, it's too general, What I want you to understand is to say, if you can raise your vibrations, right, to the point whereby happiness is not even, it's not even something that you look at as an achievement, a goal, or a state, You just look at it as, just how other people feel when they watch, right? Basically. So now, once you get to that point, right, whereby happiness is no longer even the goal, then you know that you've raised your vibrations high enough uh, to allow those ideas, right, to stick to you, to. So basically, this is what happens, right? Think about like a twirl, of vortices, right? A vortex that is, a vortex is twirling. So now I want you to think about it as many vortices, right, within one. And it's like you have smaller ones and you have bigger ones, right? So now, with the smaller ones, those are like your thoughts, and a little bit bigger ones, those would be your emotions, And then the the much more bigger versions, like, would be the things that you've actually created with your life, you know, that you consider, whether they are visible or not, that you consider responsibilities or things of your creation, basically, you know, and pay attention to those things, right, and how they make you feel, you know. That's what I'm saying, like, if you can stop focusing on the project itself, right, and you look at you and how you feel about it, everything right now, right, then you're gonna notice that, okay, the project is probably not inspiring enough, you know. So you might need to make another project, or you might just need to give yourself a break, you know. But like I said, you don't have to get to a point where by now you need breaks, you know, for you to become or to achieve whatever that you want to achieve, right? Because if you need a break, right, it just means you are doing something forcefully, you know. You might, if you're doing something that you love, you'll never need a break. I understand. Every day is just gonna feel like a wet day, you know. So that's what I want you guys to understand, right? That, like, raising vibrations, right, it's more about letting go, you know, letting go of your work, of your, you know, old habits, letting go of old people, you know, negative people, old environment, you know, negative environment, and especially people, you know, people and environment are the most influential, right, to your spirit. So now, if you can get rid of these people, right, that are not that are not helping you to improve yourself, basically, you know, once you remove these people and you start to be alone, right, you're gonna see that, okay, it's the environment, and then, you know, you're gonna notice that, oh damn, it's not the environment, right, because you're gonna change environment, but you see that, okay, you still have the same examples of the same people or the same energies, you know, and then you're gonna come when, remember, we are learning the purpose of raising vibrations, right, so that you won't be lost into thinking that, you know, a vibration is just out there, you know. So after the environment, right, you're gonna figure out that, okay, it wasn't the environment, basically, you know, it was how you thought about the environment, right? This is gonna be the first thing that you're gonna discover, right? How you thought about the environment. Okay, boom. Now you discover that it's you, how you thought about the environment. Okay, boom. Now you're gonna shed all of those thoughts about the environment and other environments until you become free to go to any environment, right? And then once you get to that point, right, that's when you can allow yourself to create, you know, anything. Because now at that point, right, there's enough space for you to create, you know. A lot of you will try to create a new life, right, or a new habit or a new whatever, whilst there's still a lot of things that's blocking you, you know, that are basically obvious, that, okay, these things are blocking you, you know, like things like people, environment, you know, your own thinking and your own feelings, you know, things like that. So if you can, like, that's how easy it is, right? If you can just allow yourself, right, if you can just allow yourself, right, to feel better every day, that's all. That's all that you're ever gonna need. Just allowing yourself to feel better every day, right? And then you just open your mind, you know, to more possibilities, right? Don't be locked into doing one thing, right? That's why it's important to actually always do something new every day, you know. Don't, like, work is meant to make us, you know, work, right? Jobs, they are meant to make us to uh become attached, basically, to one routine pattern and way of doing things, you know. And that in general, makes people, like, out of tune, you know, with their frequency vibrations. So I'd suggest that if you don't know yourself, right, to that extent, you probably don't need to find a job, to make money, all that shit. You probably just need to know yourself. And once you get to that point, right, making money and everything else is just gonna be the result of that. Because once you become fully yourself, right, like there's no mark, that can say, okay, you are becoming fully of yourself or not. It's just that allowing, that letting go. Because that's just, you are already fully yourself. That's the trick right there. So now you should learn how to let go, right, of some things, that have been blocking your mental and that have been blocking your psyche. Because what's blocking your mental is probably blocking your spirit. So, anyway, guys, like I said, that's how you tune into your infinite intelligence, without having to learn anything from anybody, so that you can learn like a baby, right? How to walk, talk, and do all these things naturally. But you know, at this point, you're no longer looking for walking and talking. We just wanna now become who we truly are, right? Without looking into others as an example, by just knowing ourselves. That's how simple it is, guys. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys. See you on the next one, man.